Hello, and welcome to my presentation on the interconnection of professional development, publications, standards, resources, and advocacy on the NCDA website. My name is Melanie Reinersman, and I'm the NCDA website editor and web magazine editor. And I'm also the publications development director. At one time, I was also the career developments editor, and I've been with NCDA for over 20 years. So I have a lot of resources that I would like to share with you. A lot of people don't take time to visit the NCDA website and are not aware of all of the resources and professional development opportunities and advocacy issues that are on the website. And I encourage you to spend time on the website so that you can not only get to know what these resources are, but use them. And I'll give you lots of hints for that. So what you're seeing is the homepage of the NCDA website at, of course, ncda.org. And you'll see that all of our images represent the diversity of our membership and the diversity of our work settings. Our website is also technologically up to date. It's 100% responsive. So no matter what device you're visiting our website on, whether it be your cell phone, your desktop, your tablet, the screen size doesn't matter anymore. It's going to adjust for you. Our website is also very well organized, well maintained. We have clear navigation labels now, and this helps reduce the clicks so that you can get to where you need to go very quickly. What I'm going to do is show you a little bit about what's on the homepage of the website, and then I'll go through different parts of the website, giving you hints along the way. So you can see the scrolling banner that continues to move across the website. Each of these focuses on a different area of the website that if you click on it, it will take you right to that. Also, right below that are the 5 main areas that people visit our website. Career Convergence is our web magazine, the training programs, credentialing, the career resource store, and our conference. Of course, we list our mission on the website, and I'll tell you more about this box over here about needing career help. The latest news is posted right here. These are things that are coming up, things that we've added to the website, announcements, winners, deadlines, new opportunities. So check frequently. But be sure and click on the link right next to that that says View All News, because that's where everything's listed that we posted recently. Likewise, you can see this box here with upcoming events. The calendar on this homepage calendar is for NCDA activities on the national level, as well as the State Career Development Association activities. But if you click on View All Events, that will take you to the page which might include larger activities, such as a related conference. It might also include deadlines and constituency group meetings. Going back to the homepage, if you continue to scroll down, you can see what the monthly hub course sale is, as well as the featured product that we have on sale each month. But always continue to scroll to the bottom of the page, because down here there's some important information, like my email address. So you can always reach out to me if you have a question. I constantly get people that email me and say, Melanie, you told me about this, but I can't find it. Or I'm looking for this particular research I'm working on, or for this particular client. Can you help me out? So feel free to email me at any time at webeditor@ncda.org. Also at the bottom of the page, you will see the links to our social media accounts and the search box. But if you notice something, those social media and search box links go with you as you move your cursor up and down the page. So no matter where you are on the page, you can immediately do a search. At the very top of our homepage is, of course, our name, which is a homepage link. So no matter where you are on the website, just click on ncda.org and get back to this homepage. We also give the opportunity to log in or log out, get to your profile if you're a member, or go to something called the NCDA Hub, which I'll tell you more about that in a minute. I'm going to come back to the navigation bar here at the top because I want to start with these 5 boxes. Again, these are the most common reasons people come to visit our website. In particular, our web magazine, which is celebrating over 20 years now, is available 24/7. It's open to everyone, not just members. It's an award-winning website because it combines a short article with practical information that you can take away and use right away in your work. We offer these articles in a variety of work settings that includes the features, which is a broad area of all the different work settings or something that's trending right now, to counselor educators and researchers, the independent or private practice, anyone working in K through 12, post-secondary, workplaces, which is a combination of areas such as what's going on in organizations or business and industry or nonprofits or the government. And then we have our NCDA news articles. What's going on at NCDA? We have something called Tech Tips, which is not a full article. It's just a short tip. We determined that career practitioners might want to keep their technology skills up to date or help their clients keep their technology skills up to date. So the tips here might relate to something you could use with the client or something you could use in your own practice. Always click on the archives, whether you're in any department of the web magazine, so that you can scroll through and see all the different pieces of information that are available. For the tips, this is what you see is what you get. There are no long articles with the tips. You're looking at those tips right now. So they're short and easy to use. But let's go back to the Career Convergence homepage so that I can show you a feature article in particular, and then I'll show you the archives for that article. So if you click on the title of the article, you'll notice it's a very short. We ask for about 950 words. We often use subheadings or bullet points to make it easy for you to grab the information. And we give a little bit of references list so that you can then go for more information. We always tell you the name of the author, a little bit about the author of the article, and then there's the opportunity to leave a comment. It's real easy to leave a comment, and that's available then for anyone to read. The comment might be a thank you to the author. It might be an additional piece of information to add to the article, or it might be a question. These comments automatically go to me, to the associate editor who worked on the article with the author, and also, of course, to the author directly. So it's a great way to interact with the web magazine. It also helps your branding. So if you're trying to put your name out there on the web on positive websites, this would be a great way to do that. And if you're a counselor educator or other instructor, a training instructor, assigning a particular article and requiring comments, or assigning just any part of the web magazine to read and post comments is a great way to prove that your students have done what you've asked them to do. Don't forget to go down to the bottom of every article to our social media sites. You can also use the email link. Here's my hint. If you're in the middle of reading an article and a client walks in, quickly click the email link and email it to yourself to remind yourself, oh, I need to finish reading this article. Or better yet, you're reading an article that you know that your colleague could benefit from. Email it to them right away and say, hey, I just read this in Career Convergence. Thought you might find it helpful. When you're looking at Career Convergence, at the home page, you see just the short abstract for each of the articles. But let's say you actually are working in this particular department and you want to see all the articles. So click on the archive and just scroll through and say, gosh, did I miss anything? oh, this would be very helpful to me now. Or I've got this client coming in that I could use this. So just take a little bit of time to scroll through all of the articles. Do you need to search the articles? Use the search box on the inside pages. So when you're in a particular archive, you can use the search box, which only searches that archive. Of course, you can always search the entire Career Convergence web magazine using the keyword search over here or on the homepage. I just wanted to give you the hint about searching just your department. Now, if you would like to contribute to Career Convergence, we welcome your contribution. It's published monthly, and readers and contributors are career development practitioners and educators just like you. Just read all these details before you submit an article. This helps you figure out which department you should focus on your article on, the style we're looking for. We encourage a practical and informative and positive style. Nothing that's too overly technical or academic or too casual like a blog with a bunch of links. We just want it to be helpful for our readers. And we do accept book reviews as well. We follow the APA publication manual style, the 7th edition, but not 100% the way a journal article does. So we'll help you with any of the APA styles that you might need help with, such as citations or references. And like I said, it's 950 words, but since we're a website, we can go a little over if you need it in a longer article. Here's what we're looking for. We're looking for audience appeal. Will the article be of interest to the reader, a career development practitioner, or an educator like you? We're looking for practicality. Can the information in the article be easily applied to help the reader do their work in the field of career development? As far as the content goes, we want to know that the ideas and facts represent accurate professional information, and the citations and resources and references support the article. And then reader development. Does the article encourage professional growth and affiliation with NCDA? So read through all the submission guidelines, taking note of some of the hints from the associate editors for what they're looking for their department. And of course, the benefits of getting published in Career Convergence, such as contributing to your field, marketing your expertise, increasing your network, and publicizing your employer, and lots more. But also, we offer keys and tips to getting published. Number one, of course, is read the publication, and then reflect. What can you share and communicate with us, and continue to communicate with us? We offer a lot of tips from our editorial board, but we also provide a list of great ideas that we've brainstormed, articles that you might be able to submit that we're looking for, such as articles about justice uncertainty or chaos, or the working poor, or the effects of mental health issues on career development. And of course, what's happening in the world of AI right now. So thoroughly read these submission guidelines and then get in touch with one of our editors. I couldn't do all this work without the team of associate editors. The associate editor for each department is listed on these pages, and sometimes we have co-associate editors, and you're welcome to contact either one of the co-associate editors. We also have field editors. These are people that volunteer for Career Convergence who reach out to their network and field articles into us. If you're interested in joining our team, just send me an email anytime. Now that I've shown you Career Convergence, I'm going to go back to the NCDA homepage, and I'm going to take you to the next section called Training Programs. NCDA offers a number of different training programs in a variety of different ways. These training programs, the one training program that's most common is the Facilitating Career Development, or FCD, which is training for current and future career practitioners who may work in a variety of settings. There's a lot of specifics about the FCD program, and I'll show you how to get that in a minute. We also are now offering the School Career Development Advisor Training Program. which is related to the credential, the School Career Development Advisor credential, just like the Facilitating Career Development training is related to the credential for career services providers. And stay tuned for our new career practitioner supervision training. So take a look at the overview page of these training programs, and then you can get more information about each one when you look under professional development training. The next box on the NCDA homepage is that credentialing area. These are diverse, high-quality, competency-based credentials that NCDA offers that effectively uphold NCDA standards and ethics. Hopefully, you already know that NCDA offers 5 credentials, and these will help you grow as a professional. And on the scrolling slideshow, you'll see what those 5 credentials are, as it describes each one of them. You can click on any one of these images to get right to that page, or you can go to the bottom of the page and click on one of these tabs to get to that particular page that describes that credential in detail. You can either click on the title or you just click on Read More. It gives you some ideas about what this credential is all about, who it's for, how to apply, and what does it mean for you. And then some hints about the application process. As you can see, there's a lot of information here. So it's going to take some time for you to read through all of this. But don't forget to also go to the Intro to Credentialing page, because we give you a little bit of overview about what exactly is credentialing. Just know that a credential represents a formal validation of an individual's qualifications and professional competency in a specific area. And then we tell you the benefits of having a credential. Everything, how it supports your brand, and it's portable, it highlights your strengths, and provides credibility and transparency for heightened consumer confidence. If you need help choosing a credential, we provide articles on how to choose a credential, or we give you a list of frequently asked questions. So that's up here on the navigation bar also. So read through all of these questions and answers to get you more information before you apply. Once you apply, or once you're ready to apply, click here. But once you apply, you're going to need some more links on these pages, such as submitting for recertification or paying your maintenance fee, or the all-important continuing education, because all our credentials require continuing education. And we offer lots of ways for you to get that as well. So let's go back to the NCDA homepage and see what's next. It's the Career Resource Store. We offer quality products for use by everyone in the field of career development. These products were brought to you by our Publications Development Council, where we not only vet some products, but we also determine which products that we want to offer. And then we'll put out a call for proposals for people to write those publications. So if you scroll down, you can see that we offer printed books, ebooks, training manuals. Currently, we offer 1 subscription and 1 DVD. The print books is a pretty good list of books that cover a variety of topics. Sometimes they're historical topics, sometimes they're for specific populations, and they always aim to help you in your work. And you can see if you click on the member price, if you log in first, if you are a member, you'll see the member price first. But you always save money as a member. Once you click on a particular title of a book, you can then get more information. For example, this is our monograph, Designing and Implementing Career Interventions. You get the year it was published, the authors, a description, also a link to the table of contents, and a review in career convergence. In this case, this particular book has a related webinar And it also, brand new, has a related course in the hub. And I'll tell you more about that in a few minutes. You can read testimonials about the book, as well as the bios of the author before you make your purchase. Going back to the Career Resource Store, I want to show you that some books are offered as ebooks, not just in print or not in print at all. So be sure and look at all the ebooks as well. That subscription I mentioned is for a comprehensive guide to career assessment. This is an annual subscription that gives you the opportunity to increase your competency about career assessment and get reviews on assessments. We ask both members and non-members to write reviews of assessments, and then we publish them regularly throughout the year, at least 4 new reviews a year. But if you're a subscriber, you get all the reviews that have been published in the past. And that's over 20 reviews, although it might be closer to 30 by now. But not only that, you get chapters that offer perspectives on career assessments from diverse cultures and settings, such as career assessment in Europe, the Middle East, or career assessment in business, in private practice, career assessment that relates to public policy or mental health counseling. So this annual subscription really does give you a lot, and it's all at your fingertips because it's available to you 24/7 if you're a subscriber. Notice here on the right, you see that featured product that's on sale, which just happens to be the print book of a comprehensive guide to career assessment. But take a look at that featured product every month. And my hint to you is sometimes that's a really good sale price. Sometimes the monographs are as low as $10. Regardless, if you purchase something through the Career Resource Store, you're always making a good decision about your purchase. And if you use the featured monthly product, you're getting a very good price. Let's go back to the NCDA homepage. Remember, I just click on that logo in the upper left corner. And you can see the last box that people most often visit our site for is for the conference. The conference information is up year-round, so you can always come here and get a little bit of information about the conference. But as it gets closer to the conference, you'll see lots more information, including all the updates. But don't forget that that program book is available year-round, as well as information about the keynote speakers and who attends the conference and some frequently asked questions. And then if you scroll on down, you can even find out when the next conference is or how to register on site. Now that we're back on the NCDA homepage, it's time to take a look at that navigation bar. I'm going to not be able to show you everything that's on this navigation bar, but if you take a look, you see how easy it is to find what you're looking for, because we now offer these headings with the bullet points under each heading to help you get to the section of the website that you're most interested in. So let's start under About NCDA. And of course, you'll want to take a look at our mission and our history and our policies and how to contact us, as well as our board members. But I also want to show you this. Under Leadership is the committee page. We invite members to get involved with NCDA, and we encourage you to join a committee by coming to this page and reading the descriptions about the committees. So for example, if you're interested in ethics, contact one of the chairs or the board liaison, read the description, and then click on any additional information they provide, such as the mid-year report or the annual report, to get an idea of what's going on in that particular committee and see a list of other members. And then, like I said, just email one of the chairs or co-chairs so that you can join that committee. Your participation is more than welcome on any committee. Also under About NCDA, you will see that we have the state division information. We have state resources and state contacts. The list of state contacts includes the name of the president, president of that state CDA, as well as a link to their website. So if you just move to a new state and you want to see, do they have a chartered association? Take a look here on this page and get in touch with the president so you can get involved in your state CDA. Also under About is the state resources. So you can go ahead and get information for your state, learn about how to get financial support or the role of the government relations coordinator, or how to get newsletter articles, which is as easy as using any article in Career Convergence for your own newsletter. How to nominate for state CDA awards, and even get the state CDA handbook. So there's lots on this page. But there's even more under About that I need to show you. And that's all the way over here on the right, the National Career Development Month, because this focuses on our poetry and art contest. So as you know, National Career Development Month is November, and we like to promote you as a career development professional and our field. And we do that for the poetry and art contest. The contest is open to anyone, not just students, but we encourage you, if you are working in the schools or you do work with any, say, career counselors in the schools, that maybe you partner with a teacher to promote the contest. Like, get in touch with the art teacher and say, hey, you want to have your students submit for this contest? Here's the theme. Or get in touch with the English teacher and say, hey, when you teach poetry this year, why not partner with the theme for the contest and have your students enter the contest? We promote the winners on the page right here, where you click to see the list of winners. And that's listed in Career Convergence. And you can just click on the poetry winners right away and read those winners. But over here is where you see the winning entries for the art contest. It's a scrolling slideshow, so you can just sit here and watch it. I have a hint for you. If you need a little bit of motivation some days, a little bit of inspiration, just come to this page and watch these wonderful winning entries from our contest. Very inspiring. Everything from a first grader's entry to an adult. And yes, you too can enter the contest as an adult. As a professional, watch this page for how to enter as soon as we post the brochure for the 2024 contest. I showed you pretty much I want to show you under About. So let's go next to the next tab under Membership. And you may say, well, I'm already a member, or I know what the member benefits are. But what you might not know is about the awards. We list all the award winners, and we post the link to the awards nomination form. And we post the list of all the awards and how to apply. And I encourage you to think about this throughout the year. There's probably someone in your world, your work world, that qualifies for these awards. And I encourage you to go ahead and plan to submit that. They're always due January 31st. So it's never too soon to start thinking about awards. But here's a section of the membership area that most people miss, and that's our constituency groups. As you know, NCDA uses a constituency model to better represent and serve the diverse needs of our members. So we put these constituency pages together just for you in your particular area. And that, of course, includes private practice, business and industry, higher education, school career counselors, as well as counselor educators and researchers. And we even have a page for graduate students. So this page gives you the name of the board member who's the trustee in that area, a little bit about what that constituency offers. And if you'll notice, this constituency gives Tuesday talks on the third Tuesday of every month. It's a way to bring people together on a Zoom call and talk about what's going on in your area. And then we provide links. These links are just for you in the work that you're doing in this setting. And they're organized according to these areas: career information resources, career assessment instruments, professional development opportunities, publications, and related associations. And in fact, these areas are the same areas on each page, just for each constituency, but the links are different. So they're set up the same. So no matter what your constituency is, come to this page so you can learn more about what's offered and what links that you need to do your job even better. If you have an idea for a link that needs to be added, reach out to the trustee for your particular constituency and say, hey, I didn't see this link here, and it would be very helpful. So then they can tell me, and I will add it to the website. Now we're going to move on to the big area, professional development. So I've already shown you credentialing and training a little bit, and I told you that you could learn more about facilitating career development, and here's how: to learn more or register or even become an instructor. And I mentioned that school career development advisor program. That's over here, as well as the upcoming clinical supervision. I didn't tell you is over here on the left, something about the academies that we offer, or the mentoring program, or here's the podcast library. NCDA offers a career practitioner conversation podcast with over 50 episodes to choose from, covering a variety of topics. It might be things related to career development around the world, or the future of work, or of course, mental health and career development. And all you need to do is scroll down through this list and then click on the podcast that you're interested in learning more about. If you would like to present a podcast, please reach out to our professional development director, and here's her email, and tell her, hey, I've got this idea for a podcast, and she'll work with you to make that happen, because we would like to have you contribute to our website. More under professional development can be found in the events section. Register for the conference or the Career Practitioner Institute, which is also the same as our National Career Development Month Day event, which will be November 13th of 2024. But click on the webinars page. Webinars are another great way to increase your professional knowledge and gain continuing education. Live webinars are presented throughout the year and are posted at the top of this page. Watch here for details when the next live webinar is going to take place. Webinars are not that expensive, only $35 for the live webinar if you're a member. Or you can watch a pre-recorded webinar and it's free. You can watch it at any time. You can watch it at night or in your pajamas. And all of the topics are described here. But I'm going to come back and tell you how you can get continuing education for a very small fee. But let's take a look at some of these pre-recorded webinars that you can view. We organize them according to categories, or we list them alphabetically according to title. And then we give you a description of that particular webinar and give you the opportunity to just click right here when you're ready to watch it. Here's my hint for using this webinar page. If you need to provide a staff development day in your office and you don't know what to provide, why not pick a webinar such as the one on ethical dilemmas, or maybe something about innovations in career development, helping higher ed students. Pick the webinar, show it at your staff development day, have your staff brainstorm ways to use the information, or just discuss what they know and what they don't know and what they can then move forward in using. Or another way to use these free webinars is if you suddenly find out you've got a client coming in who's dealing with a particular issue, find the webinar related to that issue. For example, if you've got a client coming in this week that's experiencing bias in the job search process, well, then help them by watching this webinar. Help clients cope with bias during job search process. When you watch that webinar, like even in your pajamas the night before, then you're ready for that client. But if you need CEs at the last minute, or you just want to increase your knowledge, why not register to get continuing education for a pre-recorded webinar? For members, it's only $35 to get registered, but the more you watch, the cheaper it gets. Like if you watch 5 webinars that are pre-recorded, they're only $25 each with 5 CEs for you. Now, why is this very helpful that you can do this at any time? Let's say you're suddenly being audited and your audit paperwork is due this week and you don't have time to attend a conference. Just watch a webinar and complete your audit on time. So there's lots under professional development, and I want to keep going just a little bit more to show you jobs for career development professionals. We post these for NCDA members, and the listings include a variety of jobs. It could be for a career coach or a private practice counselor, or it could be for a workforce development personnel. It's as easy as clicking on the link to fill out a form and pay a small fee, and the job's posted for 30 days, and members can come visit anytime to see the job listing by clicking on current openings. We have something brand new for employers, though, to increase your exposure and your brand awareness. We can send your job listing to select NCDA constituents for only a small fee of $100, and it might get in front of 1,000 of our members in some cases. Or just post your logo with your job listing so that it gets a little more awareness of your brand. So come back and visit this job page, or send this job page to your employer. My guess is your human resources department will thank you for it. Now I'm excited to tell you about the Hub. And you can get to the Hub here on the Professional Development tab by going to the overview or the courses, or just logging into the Hub. And you can also get there by the green Hub button on the top of every web page. What is the Hub? It's our new on-demand learning platform. It features a variety of courses and the opportunities to earn continuing education credits. All you need to do is read about the courses that are offered in the Hub, get registered for that course, then go into the Hub and take the course on your own schedule. What courses do we offer? We list a variety of courses, and it's offered to you in a variety of ways so that you can find the course that you're most interested in. If you're looking for a particular topic, look under here, such as mental health. You might be interested in the Hub course called Pod 0001, or the Hub course called CDSP 24. Or we offer a variety of types of courses, such as a magazine course, or a podcast course, or a micro course, or a brand new monograph course. And here's the course number. Or once again, you just need those CEs because, again, you need to increase your professional development. So whether you need 1 CE from one of these, or you need 10 CEs or something in between, you can find the course that matches your needs. Once you find the course number, you can scroll through and click on the course title to get a full description, how to register for the course, the learning objectives for the course, how many CEs you'll receive, the fee. But we also provide a course outline right here for you. That outline can be really helpful if you're trying to submit this for approval for payment by your department. Or again, if you're doing a staff meeting and you want everyone to take a particular course, print this flyer, hand it out, and say, this is what you're going to learn. This is what you need. Or maybe not all your staff members need this particular information. It just might be your new staff members or your paraprofessionals. So show them that flyer and tell them to go get registered to increase their knowledge. I just have to promote this brand new one, the monograph course that's focused on designing and implementing career interventions. This is the first of our monograph courses, but it won't be the last. So watch for more announcements. The good thing about this course is that you get the monograph with the course. So you're saving money because you're bundling what you can purchase separately in the Career Resource Store and then purchase a separate course, or you bundle it and take the course and get your CEs for reading the monograph. So I'm pretty sure I've shown you everything I wanted to under professional development. But again, there's a lot there, so come back and look. And under publications, I already showed you Career Convergence and the Career Resource Store. Career Developments is our members magazine. It's published quarterly, and this is how you reach the link to read it online. Remember, it's an electronic issue, so you can read it anytime while it's live on this page. We tell you the table of contents here. But like I said, this is only live for that particular quarter, and then you cannot get that Career Developments magazine anymore unless you go back to the hub. So I'm jumping back to the hub courses, and you see this hub course that's called magazine. You can read the magazine here in the hub and get the actual magazine. Now, why is this helpful? Let's say you just joined NCDA and you don't have access to back issues. They're not available anywhere else. But you see this particular title called Crafting Sustainable Careers, and you don't have access to that unless you take this hub course. Then you get that magazine. So that's my hint, that if for some reason you are missing the current issue or you're missing a back issue, go to the hub to see your back issues. Also under publications is our Career Development Quarterly. That's our journal, and it's been the official journal for about 100 years now. The new thing about that journal is they're offering a brand new section just added in 2024 called Effective Career Interventions. And the journal is only able to be read online unless I think you might be able to go to your library or order your own print copy if you wish. And I'll show you how to do that in the members only section. But I want to move over to standards. A lot of people think, okay, the standards is just the NCDA Code of Ethics. But wait a minute, there's a lot more here than just the Code of Ethics. And there's a lot more about ethics than just the code. That includes the second bullet item under the ethics section, which is the ethical use of social networking technologies in career services. This PDF could be very helpful to you or the people in your office. Or if you're a state CDA and you're trying to offer a program on ethics, you can not only use the Code of Ethics and the brand new code, which was just updated this month, or you could use this social networking technologies PDF, combine it with the book that we have in our Career Resource Store, and add in a webinar, and there's your State Career Development Association program, all about ethics, which everybody needs to increase their competency. We have other areas that give you more information, such as multicultural competencies. And then we have statement and position papers, such as the 2021 Harris Poll, which is the perceptions of working America. You can use any of these if you have to, for example, write a grant and you need to cite a credible source for what you're doing, or you're starting a new program in your department or at your university. And again, you need to cite a credible source, or you need some benchmarking numbers. You just need to show that this is necessary. Use the Harris Poll, use the competencies, use the Code of Ethics to support and document what you're saying in your reports or your proposals. We also have a brand new guidelines that are available here, the National Career Development Guidelines. This is a brand new section of the website, and it refers to a framework of career development competencies and indicators of mastery, including recommended strategies for implementing these career development programs for youth or adults. There are 3 domains related to the National Career Development Guidelines, and that includes the social and emotional learning, academic and lifelong learning, and of course, the career development domain. We tell you more about each of those domains. We tell you about the standards, the framework itself, and the history. We even give you a video to watch that tells you more about this brand new website. But if you scroll on down, as we welcome you to this new section, we invite you to contribute. Why do we need your contributions? Because we give you the full list of all the goals and the indicators that are part of the National Career Development Guidelines. And these should sound familiar to you if you work in anything related to the schools, such as assessing how well your career planning strategies facilitate reaching your career goals, or developing a career plan to meet your career goals. And we use the code, which is part of the framework of the National Career Development Guidelines, to tell you what that's about. But we want examples of how you're using these. And that's where this part comes in. You see this green code right here? If you click on this green code, it'll take you to a page that gives an example of how someone else is already using that indicator of mastery. So we give you the code, the goal, the description of the indicator of mastery, what this person is doing, as well as the target group. And sometimes we'll give you a relevant NCDA resource that relates to this particular indicator and who it's submitted by. And once again, we give you the opportunity to leave a comment. This comment again might be, this is a great example, thank you for sharing. Or add this to your example because that's what I do. Or ask a question about that example, like, what do you mean by this? And that's a great way to make this section interactive. This section is completely searchable if you just use this keyword search. And if you do decide you want to contribute, this is how you do it. You click on this form, you fill out the form. We're looking for examples that include teaching tools, guides, websites, self-reflection exercises, planning templates, step-by-step instructions, and much more. You can include relevant documents. If you're not sure what's needed, reach out to the Board of Trustees member and ask her. Once we receive your form of what you would like to submit, look how easy it is to fill that form out, upload your documents, and voila, you've contributed to the NCDA website, National Career Development Guidelines section. So remember, that's all under standards. And most people don't even look at standards. But let's go to advocacy, and this is another important area. This is the area that's all about the Government Relations Committee that NCDA has that is very active, the State Career Development Association, Government Relations, as well as our national lobbyist called Lobby It. Here's where you can see the NCDA policy areas, alerts, reports, and news items. But there's a lot more in this section. You can learn more about how and why to advocate, learning about the issues, and provide some information to some people that you might send to our website, such as somebody in your state legislature. Moving on to resources. Again, there's a lot of resources on the entire NCDA website, but we have a section called Resources just for you and your clients. But it's also for people who come to our website that say, hey, I need some career help. Remember that button on the home page that said, click here if you need career help? This is where they're coming to. A page that describes how they can get help. They'll get help from practitioners in our directory that we're providing that they can search. They can search based on their zip code. So they can search based on a particular area. And they'll get the name of the person, their website, and where they're located. But of course, many people do distance counseling over Zoom. So there's just a lot of people that they can get help from. If you would like to be added to this list, you could check your profile or your email and see how you get added if you have an NCDA credential. But scrolling down, there's a lot more on this page. You can see that it has the why seek career help, expectations, rights, and responsibilities, and frequently asked questions. What you might want to do is use the expectations, rights, and responsibilities page to use with your clients. Hopefully, when you do your intake sessions, you are talking about these things with your clients, but maybe you don't know if you're saying everything you should say. Use this page here to immediately provide them with what you want to say that's most important. Don't reinvent the wheel. Use what we're providing. Also under resources, you can see we have something called Internet Sites for Career Planning. This used to be a book, and as you can imagine, the book would have been outdated as soon as it was published because these are links to a variety of resources, such as resources about self-assessment or general occupational information or employment trends or job search. So for example, if you have a client coming in to see you who's having trouble with their interviewing, bring them to this page, show them these links, tell them to click on the links, practice their interviewing skills, and then come back and meet with you to perhaps do a mock interview with you. Or if you have a client that comes to you and says, hey, I'm interested in hospitality, and you say to yourself, I'm not as knowledgeable about that area, but look, we provide those links here. Bring your client to this page, show them these links, show them how to get career information from these links and increase their knowledge of the field. And then they can always come back to this page anytime for more information. If you have a link that you would like to add to this page, fill out the form. Just submit the request form, but make sure it fits our guidelines of what we're looking for on this page. We don't just provide a ton of links because quantity doesn't help. We're looking for quality. We wanted to follow the NCDA mission. We wanted to have strong and obvious relevance to career development. We want those links to be easy to navigate and not have any fees. So again, if it fits the criteria of what we're looking for, fill out the form. And our technology committee does a wonderful job of reviewing these. So they're already vetted. You can go ahead and link to this page on your own website, knowing that you will be automatically showing your clients something that's going to be helpful. Also under resources, you will find links regarding mental health or social justice. Our DEI committee has done a wonderful job updating the social justice resource. There's so many of them, and they're provided in well-organized ways. If you want a particular course, or if you want social justice that is what thought leaders are sharing, or TED Talks or podcasts. So come back to this page for lots of social justice resources. And of course, we have global resources as well. So come back to our global resources webpage. I know most of you are members, so I want to show you a little bit about what's under the members only section. And of course, this is where you can update your profile or renew your membership. And you can get a list of all the benefits too, and get some quick answers to some short questions. But we provide lots more resources that are just for members. For example, under professional development, here's one. It's the 100th anniversary conference video. This includes Mark Savickas' video and presentation all about the past and the future of the field of career development. Believe me, a lot of people watch this video. We also have links to the state leadership development toolkit. We have some publications here that are just for members. such as the bibliography of military and career transition research. We have some standards and advocacy just for members, such as the free standards from the Council for Advancement of Standards in Higher Education. You have to be an NCDA member to gain access to these free standards. And of course, we have resources for members. We have sample forms. So if you are trying to you create a new intake form or a career process planning form, why not use these examples that other people have already provided? We just ask that you, if you would like to include a form, then fill out the form to give us permission to post it, and then come here and share it so that other people can use it. Also under members only, we have counselors, educators, and researchers syllabi and assignments from their coursework. The Counselor Ed Academy has done a wonderful job of providing these lessons and syllabi that they're already using. You know you can trust these because they're being used. And we tell you who supplied them. So if you have any questions, you can get in touch with that person. Don't forget to come all the way over here to ask NCDA members a question. Do you have a career-related question? Do you wish you could talk to other NCDA members about this question? All you have to do is fill out this short form asking your question, and then we can post it here. And then you'll see what other people have said, because they'll leave a comment to give an answer, answering your question. Remember, these comments are going to go to you as well as to the person who posted it, as well as to me. It's a great way to interact with people and get answers to your questions. So now that I've told you so much about the NCDA website, I invite you to spend time on the NCDA website. Come back here maybe 15 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day, or just a few times a week, so that you can continue to explore and learn on the NCDA website. Invite others to visit our website as well. Bring your clients, bring your colleagues, bring your state associations, bring your students. And then always remember to email me if you have any questions. If you remember, my email address is at the bottom of the NCDA webpage, and that's www.ncda.org. And my email address is webeditor@ncda.org. Thank you for visiting the NCDA website, and I hope to see you soon.